Hey everybody, today is the day I do some work on my generator. I work smarter, not harder. Got the grapple. I got it tied up off the ground here, so it's just hovering over a drain pan, and I'm draining the oil off of it, getting it ready for another oil change here. So I'm planning on doing an oil change on my generator, getting it back up to my solar shed. It's a very cloudy day, and it was supposed to be sunny, and it's not. It's like 9 o'clock, 9:30, and the sun's not out yet. It's just clouds. So I'm not charging a lot, and we haven't ran the generator for a few days. So I'm time to do it. Time to get her running and get my batteries back up to 100%. That way I can equalize all my batteries. I added two more, so I want to make sure that they get equalized. So it looks like it's nearly time for that oil change. Let's see what we're gonna do here. I think we're good. I'll tell you a little story. Yesterday, I had the privilege of getting stung by hornets, yellow jackets. I don't know if you can see it. My upper lip got stung right there. Was it exciting? For a split second when I ran, you know, man, did I run. I ran. You thought I was an Olympic, runner because, boy, I bolted. Did it hurt? Yeah, only the only the sting that I got on my lip hurt, and it swelled up, and it's been swollen all last night. So yeah, that hurt. The ones everywhere else didn't hurt, didn't even bother me at all. But still, who the heck wants to get bitten by hornets, right? Not fun. So that today I'm just gonna do an oil change, dump some, clean up the yard. That's the goal of today. Clean up the yard. Uh, do some maintenance. I gotta take my chainsaw and sharpen the blade. But the first things first, get my generator oil change done. It's due. Well, it's not quite due, but I always like to go early than later. So I'm just gonna get it done. 5W30, she says. All right, awesome. I love this thing here. When you have a tractor and stuff, like, you can always work harder, smarter, not harder. I lift it up. I don't have to fight with it. I take it back. I drop it off. I roll it up to where I keep it. I actually keep it in my shed, but it looks like the sun's coming out, so maybe the solar panels will charge pretty good. Right, but it's time we give her a little bit of TLC. Oh yeah, and by the way, when I was running from those hornets, I tripped over a branch, twisted my knee. I got a brace on right now. not, I'm not having a good time, but I don't know if you can see how my lips swollen there. It's not a pretty sight. I look like a messed up doll. But hey, life goes on. Nobody likes a whiner. Am I whining? I don't know. Oh geez. So now we gotta get into the I gotta get some funnels to pour the oil in and get everything going. Okay, so I got my funnel. Got my 5W30. Getting ready. Just have to let that dry out. So what I usually use is parts cleaner, and I always clean the funnel out because you could have a little bit of dust particles in there, and they don't want them in the engine. So I just clean out the spray it out, and it dries. It dries out. Like you just blow on it or just let it air out. Within seconds, it gets dry, and all the particles and all the debris is gone. Right. So yep, she's ready to go. All right, let's see what we got for oil level. So I always usually pour just a little bit at a time. You don't want to overfill it. Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many bites I got. I was like standing on like at least, I would say 1,000. Let's just say when they came up, it was like a dark cloud of hornets. And they were just relentless. Like, let's just, they didn't like me very much, I guess. I tried talking them down. I said, look, guys, we can be friends. We don't need to fight. Nobody needs to fight. So I'm sorry. Take my apology, please. They said, heck no, man. Take this, boom, and take that. I couldn't even beg for mercy. They just didn't care. Well, we're getting closer. Still need some more. I think I spilled a little bit. I hate when that happens, but yeah, live and learn. Okay, let's see how much we got in there. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, just clean up your mess afterwards and call it a day. All right, let's get that plug back on. And then we got to do some stump removing. Awesome. We just got to put some oil in there. I can feel it. All cleaned up. Clean up my oil catch pan. Fantastic. Clean out my and that's it. We are done. Now we can go back and start the day's work. Looks like the sun did come out. Finally showed its reared its head. I'm not going to say ugly head because I love the sun. Without the sun, there is no life, right? All right. We're good to go, guys. We'll see you in the tractor. All right. Heading back. Just before the winter, I got to do my first service on this tractor. Hopefully it doesn't snow by the time I'm ready to do that, because I got to get it done this before the winter. Winter is going to be snow pusher and just a lot of plowing and working on the inside of the house. We still have work to do. I still got to install the kitchen. Right now, all I bought like 3 beautiful metal shelves for the C-can for the workshop. I'll be working on getting that done for the winter. Once I get some wood cut up for the next month, for this September, is I want to make sure that I get as much wood cut for the winter as possible. So that's the plan for today, is start to stack the logs and getting ready for cutting wood. On the weekend, my wife will operate the grapple, the tractor, while I'm outside with the chainsaw. Now, between both of us, we'll make quick work with the log. Once we get all the logs cut, then we'll bring over the wood splitter, hydraulic wood splitter, and just keep running them through. I got it on low right now on 4-wheel drive. Because I'm lifting and moving a lot of heavy stuff, I keep it in 4-wheel drive so I don't slip. Seems to really stabilize the tractor really well. So that's why we're moving really slow, because I have 4-wheel drive on. I got it at like nearly 2,500 RPMs. up to the house. All right. All right, let's get this taken care of. So I got two groups of hornets that I got to take care of. I will be doing that. One set is, and I can see the hole where they're going in and out right there. And the other set is over there. So I will be taking care of those for sure. In the next, I'm going to wait till it gets a little colder. But wow, the sun's out. Solar panels should be charging the battery really well. Oh. that's it for today. Calling it a day. A little bit sore. Um, didn't really feel a lot of the bites, but yeah, they kind of bother you when you're sitting in a tractor and they start aching. Face feels weird. I feel like I just came from the dentist. But anyway, we will touch base on the next episode of Russ's Homestead Treks. See you guys.